Good Morning America is brought to you by Nutella. Spread the happy.
Well, time now for a check on the weather, and we want to welcome in Bill Kelly, the chief meteorologist for WSYX, ABC 6 in Columbus, Ohio. Good morning to you, Bill.
Well, good morning to you, Bianna. Good morning, Dan, and good morning, everyone. We start out with some record temperatures. What a day it was yesterday. 87 in Oceanside, Santa Barbara 85. Your old record was 80 degrees. It was 84 in Monterey, Sacramento at 71. And when you look at the forecast today, if you are in California, man, it is going to be another warm one. 70 in Sacramento. The record for today is 68. 83 in LA. And as you all know, this time of year, you could wear a coat to the beach with that marine layer. Not today. You need the sunscreen for sure. On the flip side of that, we bring you over to the Midwest and the upper plains where snow is in the forecast. Not a ton of snow. We're looking at a few inches. There are some winter weather advisories posted up through the Ohio River Valley. You get into New England. Take this, look at this. This is in Boston right now. Not expecting much for you folks in Boston, but we are going to see a little bit. If you are into the higher elevations, you could see a couple of inches of snow. In Atlanta, you're waking up to 26. Grab the jacket before heading out. Temperatures are going to warm up. It will be dry, but it will certainly be colder than normal out there. 50s in Florida. That is a look at what's going on around the country. Now to your local forecast. Tell you what, compared to what we've dealt with the last, a couple of months, it's pretty quiet out there today.
For now.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll take it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Glad to have you here.
Yeah, nice
and coming up here on GMA, Little League, big lawsuit.
So Ron's made a new pal already.
Yeah, we're already chumming it up.
Interrogating Bill.
That's right. Well, I got a funny story to tell you guys. It's a running joke in our house. A couple months ago, it was back in August when Ginger was doing her kids' forecast segment. My daughter was on the show, and I don't know if you remember.
Wow.
She was holding a puppet imitating what her daddy does and showing the forecast and stay away from the big red line. You guys remember that?
Right.
And so the running joke in our house was that Paige, she was 7 at the time, was on GMA before I was. So when I told her I'm going to go do this weekend, her 7-year-old reply, or 8-year-old now reply was, I thought I was the only one that could be on that show.
She beat you to it.
Did she send her puppet with you? Because that could help.
Oh, that would have been good. That would have been good. She didn't. So yeah, they're at home. So I want to say hi to them, and I want to say hi to the great folks of Central Ohio too. Wonderful group.
And we want to thank them for sharing you with us.
Oh well, thank you.
Pleasure.
Excited to be here. You guys are awesome.
More weather in the next half hour. Keep it here.
Check out Jesse the dog, a Jack Russell Terrier. He's zipping around. You're going to see him a little bit in his own motorized car coming up here in a second. Well, here he's pushing a shopping cart.
Wow.
You can imagine that. And doing some shopping. He also hops ropes and walks around on his front legs, and rides a ball and does all kinds of other weird things. Impressively weird things. Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. Great dog, huh?
Yes,
Jesse.
I want one for myself.
In fact, we should bring Jesse on this show, I think.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Walk right across the news desk here. Absolutely. Thank you, Ron. Time now for another check of the weather, and back to Bill Kelly from WSYX, Columbus, Ohio. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning. And train him to mow the lawn, rake the leaves. You'd be good to go. I mean, he'd take care of it all for you. Guys, I want to show you, we're going to start with some new video into GMA this morning. This is out of Grand Forks, North Dakota, where 4 inches overnight fell. The good news is the snow is winding down, but if you are watching from this area, be careful out there this morning. You have some fresh snow. Now to the maps. That snow will continue to make its way across parts of the plains into the Midwest, into the Ohio Valley by this afternoon, cutting through parts of Ohio. It is going to be a chilly day out there, looking at about 30 in Cincinnati, 35 around Washington, D.C. But speaking of cold, of course, you all remember just a couple of weeks ago we had the polar vortex. This is not that. However, the next several days, you are going to need to layer big time, especially those kids. You send them to school. How about a high temperature in Minneapolis of just 2 degrees? That's it. About 19 in Boston, New York City. We're going to about 24 for the high temperature. And then as we look at out west, last week you guys were dealing with that winter storm. Today, we're looking at some fog and air stagnation advisory, meaning things are pretty mild. Get out and enjoy the day. That is a look at what's going on around the country. Now look at your local forecast. And this weather report brought to you by McDonald's.
Thank you,
there
Bill.
you go.
Thanks, Bill.
Sure. Coming up here on GMA.
Good Morning America is brought to you by Centrum Silver Multivitamins for the most amazing parts of you.
A big night for Sarah. She's off to LA to cover the SAG Award.
Bye, Sarah.
And I have sparkly nails.
We're going to hear from Sarah live tomorrow on the show from the West Coast. Meantime, have a wonderful day. We'll see you later.
And the big winners at last night's Screen Actors Guild Awards. Sarah Haynes is on the red carpet and backstage with the stars of American Hustle, Breaking Bad,
I want a SAG award.
And Dallas Buyers Club.
Good morning, America.
From ABC News, this is Good Morning America, Sunday, January 19th, 2014.
Well, time now for a check of the weather, and we welcome back in Chief Meteorologist for ABC 6 WSYX in Columbus, Ohio. Good morning to you, Bill Kelly.
Well,
He's
good morning.
agreed to sing the forecast this morning, kind of like the SAG Awards.
Oh, am I getting hazed? You're getting a nice forecast.
Wow.
Is that close?
Yes.
Did I match him?
I'm
Great.
impressed. I'm impressed.
Oh, we try, you know. Let me start you out with some snowfall, show you some of the totals. Good morning, everyone. 6 inches in St. Cloud, Minnesota. That was a record. 4.5 inches in Minneapolis. Also a record, generally about 1 to 3 inches around the area. Boston, 2 inches of snow. Take a look at the video here where you have the 2 inches, but you get outside of Boston. We have reports of over 6 inches of snow in spots, especially in the higher elevations. And I'm going to encourage you to get out and shovel today because we have an Arctic blast. It's a very wet snow, and so it's going to freeze everything up big time. In Boston, you're at 19 by Tuesday. Minneapolis, only 1 degree for the high temperature on Tuesday. So a big cool down in store for us. Not the same out west. Another sunny and dry day knocking on the door of records. LA 81. Head on out to the beach. Just know the surf is rough. That's a look at what's going on around the country. Now to your local forecast.
So
They're back to you.
the polar vortex, I just can't get over it. It's not going to be as bad this time.
And not this one midweek, but we have yet another surge coming in for the weekend potentially. That one could really knock things down. We're keeping our eyes on that.
You really feel the temperature difference
Yeah.
outside now already.
For sure.
All right, thank
Bill.
you. Thanks
Sure.
for singing.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Thanks for
Yes.
stopping.
We appreciate
More appropriate, right?
Well played, well played. Coming up here on GMA,
So did you guys watch the Screen Actors Guild, or was I the only one who stayed up late?
No, I did not. I was actually got a little sleep last
Yeah,
night,
you
which
did.
I didn't the night before. So
Well, you should have been doing, but
Yeah.
I ended up staying up.
How
I
late
was
did you
in
stay up?
solidarity with Sarah.
You
I think,
were
yeah.
up until like midnight?
No, well, they re-aired it. I say it was over at 10, so it's from 8 to 10. But, you know, there were so many good movies out this year. And I think we just
What's your
finally caught
favorite
up.
of the year?
I have
the
to say
nominees?
Dallas Buyers Club
Yeah,
was
that's
just
a
so,
good one.
I mean, the performances from Jared Leto, and then
Yeah.
we were talking about Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey was incredible.
You
in
just
that
can't look at him the same anymore. I mean, you think of like the Dazed and Confused Matthew McConaughey, and you think of him
I
in
like
this
that
role.
Matthew McConaughey too, just for the
Well,
record.
I like it when he goes back to the Dazed and Confused
Yeah.
when he accepts the award. That's the funniest. When he used to say, hey, hey, hey.
What's your favorite movie of the year?
I thought 12 Years a Slave was just powerful.
I
Yeah.
totally
Just an
agree.
amazing
I
movie.
absolutely blew me away.
But I didn't see Dallas Buyers.
I saw Breaking Bad this season. We didn't see any movies in our
I'm
family.
just catching up
Yeah.
on Breaking
Are
Bad.
ya?
Yeah.
It's great. It's great.
The next time we'll see something even approximating that will be the slam dunk competition during next month's All-Star competition.
I think you could do that, Ron.
You know what? I used to be able to. Seriously.
I believe it.
All right, laugh. Laugh track, go ahead. The Pacers went on to win that game, 106-92. I'm an LA Clippers fan, so that was bad news. Time now for the weather, and welcome back, Chief Meteorologist for ABC 6 WSYX in Columbus, Ohio, Bill Kelly. Back to you, Bill.
Hey, you know, surprisingly, I used to be able to slam dunk too.
All right, man.
Yeah, there you go. And that laugh you're hearing is for real. You know, all right. I'm going to start you out with Chicago. Let me show you what's happening out there today, or rather yesterday. The snow, 2.4 inches of snow, and that was not a record for you, but it brings you to nearly 40 inches for the season, almost 2 feet above normal. I'm sure many of you are going, all right, we need some nice days to enjoy. Today you're going to have 34, which is at or a little bit above normal. All these temperatures here across the Midwest. A few areas of snow, northern New York, northern New England, across the Great Lakes region. But out west, it's another day where we are looking at very warm conditions. 81 in LA. We have 60 in Reno, 68 Las Vegas. But of course, big football game date. Let's take you on over here to Denver. We are looking at New England versus Denver. Good football weather, if not warm. You don't even need to wear the jacket if you're heading to this game. And then we head out over to Seattle, San Francisco versus Seattle. 46, a light jacket, but it should be dry. That is a look at what's going on across the country. Here's what's going on where you live. And this weather report brought to you by Lowe's. See, I got the hops. I can do it.
Can I get your football picks real quick?
Yes, I'm going to go San Francisco
Yep.
and Denver.
Okay.
That's what
I think Denver and Seattle.
Denver and Seattle, okay?
We'll check back with you.
2 peas in a
We'll
pod
see.
over here. Best friends.
Yeah, I know. I thought I might be moved to the other end of the table here.
Oh, we want you
They
here.
kept us together. That's good.
Missing pilot formation.
Romance. All right, gentlemen, thank you. Coming up here on GMA.